you ever wondered why so many people struggle to find happiness? Despite the advancements in technology and the ease of connecting with others, a significant number of individuals still feel isolated and unhappy. We live in a time of unprecedented access to information, resources, and opportunities. The digital age has brought us closer in many ways, yet it has also created a paradox where we feel more disconnected than ever. Yet, rates of anxiety, depression, and dissatisfaction are higher than ever. The pressure to constantly perform and the comparison culture fostered by social media contribute to these rising mental health issues. This begs the question, what are we missing? Why, with all these advancements, do we still feel a void within us? Could the key to unlocking true and lasting happiness lie within ourselves? Perhaps the answer isn't in the external world, but in our internal landscape. The answer, my friends, is a resounding yes. True happiness and fulfillment come from within, from a place of self-acceptance and self-love. The missing piece is often self-love. It's the cornerstone of a happy and fulfilling life. It's the foundation upon which genuine happiness is built. Without self-love, everything else crumbles. Without it, we lose our sense of direction and complete purpose. We seem to chase fleeting pleasures and external achievements, hoping they will fill the void within. But these are temporary fixes that never truly satisfy our deeper needs. But true happiness is an inside job. It requires introspection, self-awareness, and a commitment to nurturing our inner selves. It starts with cultivating a deep and unwavering love for ourselves, flaws and all. Only then can we experience the profound joy and peace that come from within. Self-love is often misunderstood. It's not about narcissism or vanity. It's not about being perfect or never experiencing negative emotions. Self-love is about radical self-acceptance. It's about embracing our strengths and our weaknesses, our accomplishments and our failures. It's about treating ourselves with the same kindness, compassion, and understanding that we would offer to a loved one. Self-love is a journey, not a destination. It's a daily practice of choosing ourselves, honoring our needs, and prioritizing our well-being. And also about recognizing our inherent worthiness, regardless of our circumstances or the opinions of others. When we cultivate self-love, we create a safe and nurturing space within ourselves. We develop a deep sense of self-worth that cannot be shaken by external events or the judgments of others. One of the biggest challenges to practicing self-love is the constant pressure to conform to societal expectations. These pressures come from various sources, including media, peers, and even family members. From a young age, we're bombarded with messages about how we should look, act, and behave. These messages are often subtle but pervasive, shaping our perceptions and beliefs over time. We're told to strive for perfection, to fit in, and to seek validation from others. This constant pursuit of an ideal image can be exhausting and disheartening. These messages can be incredibly damaging to our sense of self-worth. They create a cycle of self-criticism and doubt that can be hard to break. When we're constantly comparing ourselves to others and striving to meet unrealistic standards, we inevitably fall short. This comparison trap can lead to a negative self-image and a lack of confidence. This can lead to feelings of inadequacy, shame, and self-doubt. Over time, these feelings can affect our mental health and overall well-being. It's important to remember that these societal expectations are often arbitrary and unrealistic. They are constructed ideals that do not reflect the diversity and complexity of real human beings. They're designed to sell products and services, not to promote our well-being. Advertisers and marketers create these standards to drive consumer behavior, not to support our self-esteem. We must learn to challenge these messages and to define success and beauty for ourselves. This involves a conscious effort to reject harmful stereotypes and embrace our true selves. We need to embrace our individuality and celebrate what makes us unique. By doing so, we can foster a healthier, more positive self-image and live more authentically. Another major obstacle to self-love is our own negative self-talk. That voice inside our heads that tells us we're not good enough, smart enough, or worthy enough. This inner critic can be relentless, chipping away at our self-esteem and keeping us stuck in patterns of self-sabotage. It's essential to learn how to silence this negative self-talk. This requires awareness, self-compassion, and a willingness to challenge our limiting beliefs. When we notice negative thoughts arising, we can choose to reframe them in a more positive and realistic light. We can also practice self-compassion by treating ourselves with the same kindness and understanding that we would offer to a friend who is struggling. Remember that everyone makes mistakes and that our imperfections are what make us human. The fruits of self-love, a harvest of benefits. The benefits of practicing self-love are numerous and profound. When we cultivate a deep and unwavering love for ourselves, we experience a ripple effect that touches every aspect of our lives. One of the most significant benefits is improved mental health. Studies have shown that self-love is linked to lower levels of stress, anxiety, and depression. When we love and accept ourselves, we're more resilient in the face of challenges and setbacks. Self-love also leads to better relationships. When we value and respect ourselves, we're more likely to attract partners who do the same. We set healthy boundaries, communicate our needs effectively, and we're less likely to tolerate disrespect or mistreatment. A journey of self-discovery, embracing imperfection. My own journey with self-love has been a process of uncovering, of peeling back layers of self-doubt and insecurity to reveal the authentic self underneath. Each layer I peeled back revealed a new aspect of myself that I'd been hiding or ignoring for years. It's been about embracing my imperfections, my vulnerabilities, and my messy, beautiful humanity. I realized that these imperfections are what make me unique and human, and that they are not something to be ashamed of, but rather something to be celebrated. I used to believe that I needed to be perfect in order to be worthy of love. This belief was deeply ingrained in me, and it took a lot of introspection and self-work to start unraveling it. I strived for achievement and external validation, all the while neglecting my own needs and silencing my inner voice. I thought that if I could just achieve more, be more, then I would finally be enough. It wasn't until I started practicing self-compassion and allowing myself to be vulnerable that I began to experience true self-love. I began to understand that vulnerability is not a weakness, but a strength, and that self-compassion is a crucial part of self-love. I learned to accept myself, flaws and all, and to treat myself with the same kindness and understanding that I would offer to a dear friend. This shift in perspective was incredibly liberating and allowed me to start living more authentically. This journey of self-discovery has been transformative. It has taught me that self-love is not a destination, but a continuous journey of growth and self-acceptance. It's allowed me to step into my authentic self and to experience a level of joy, peace, and fulfillment that I never thought possible. Embracing imperfection has been the key to unlocking a deeper, more meaningful connection with myself and the world around me. The ripple effect, self-love's impact on relationships. As I began to embrace self-love, I noticed a profound shift in my relationships. I was no longer drawn to people who validated my insecurities or who treated me with disrespect. I was able to set healthy boundaries and to communicate my needs effectively. My relationships became more authentic, more fulfilling, and more supportive. I was really able to show up as my true self without fear of judgment or rejection from anyone. The love and acceptance I cultivated within myself radiated outward, attracting people who mirrored those same qualities back to me. It was a beautiful reminder that we teach others how to treat us by how we treat ourselves. Strength in vulnerability. Resilience through self-compassion. Contrary to what we've been taught, vulnerability is not a weakness. It's the birthplace of courage, compassion, and connection. When we allow ourselves to be vulnerable, we open ourselves up to the full spectrum of human experience. Through self-compassion, we learn to embrace our imperfections and to treat ourselves with kindness, especially when we're struggling. We recognize that we are worthy of love and belonging, regardless of our perceived flaws or shortcomings. This radical self-acceptance is what allows us to rise above challenges, to learn from our mistakes, and to become more resilient in the face of adversity. It's the foundation of true strength and inner peace. Self-love, the foundation of authentic happiness. Self-love is not a luxury. It's not selfish or indulgent. It's a necessity. It's the foundation upon which we build a life of meaning, purpose, and authentic happiness. When we love and accept ourselves, we give ourselves permission to be happy. We open ourselves up to the possibility of experiencing joy, peace, and fulfillment in all areas of our lives. So, my friends, let us commit to making self-love a non-negotiable part of our lives. Let us embrace our imperfections, silence our inner critics, and cultivate a deep and unwavering love for ourselves. For within the depths of our own hearts lies the key to unlocking a life of true and lasting happiness. Thank you for watching. If you found this video helpful, please give it a thumbs up, like, and share it with someone who might need a reminder to prioritize their own well-being. Don't forget to subscribe to the Life Learning Institute for more insights and tips on living a fulfilling life. Until next time, take care and love yourself a little more each day.